Throughout my journey as a content creator, it is safe to say that I have failed. A lot, in fact. Many L's. I would actually consider myself an expert at failure. Each of these failures, however, taught me a valuable lesson for the future. And in all this experience and reflection that I've had throughout the years, I've always wondered, what is the most important quality or lesson to succeed? To answer this question, I sat down with my longtime friend and collaborator, Cody Wasabi. I met Cody in 2019 when releasing music, but we bonded and truly became close friends in quarantine. Cody Wasabi has a lot of different experiences and I think wisdom as a music creator and YouTube gamer, so I wanted to understand his perspective on this issue.
Yeah, there's always a positive way of looking at things. It's always a positive way to look at things. And you can always make it out of the situation that you in. Trust me. Me and Ro, we're gonna show you proof, a lot of proof. Anybody can do, like, I'm not gonna say anybody can do this, but you gotta have the drive for it and you gotta really want it. To damn this shit. But if you really want something, you gotta really go after it, because if you ain't gonna go after it, somebody else gonna take that spot instantly, because it's always gonna be someone working harder than you. In my honest opinion, it doesn't matter how good you are. I know a bunch of good rappers. Like I know a rapper that's in my city. He is one of the best to ever even do it, in my opinion. Like in our era, he's one of the best that can do it, in my honest opinion. But he won't ever make it because he don't have the drive. He can't be consistent with it. I know this don't relate to what I was saying before, but I think the best way you can make it is being consistent. Like talent really don't mean that much to people anymore. Like long as you can get it, long as you're an artist that can get people heads bobbing and you consistent, you're gonna make it. Like you can be the best bar person in the world, but if you can't gain momentum, then you're fucked. In my honest opinion, you're fucked.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Like consistency, I feel like is a way to constantly get you to improve, because there's no stop to improving. There's no stop to doing what you want to do. But if you stay consistent, you're holding yourself accountable to improving, because every time you release something, you're going to learn something, or you're going to improve. You're going to reflect on it. It's going to be helpful to boost you in a certain way. And I feel like we're in a landscape of so much variability. Like your content being good is not the reason it succeeds, not the main reason in this age. Like your content is 50% of the game. The engagement is 50%. So you can make a great piece of content. You can work your ass off to make an amazing piece of content, and then it just doesn't do well because it was dropped 1 hour maybe before it should have, or 1 hour after peak time. You can always repost it. Like, I'm not saying you've lost hope, but like that stuff matters way more. Like not way more, but it matters as much. So it's like, getting in your head about creating the perfect thing instead of being consistent is the best way to get the stars to align, I think, in your favor, because you can never predict this stuff. You can't predict the algorithm.
Yeah. Facts. I want to tag into what you were saying about 50%. I think talent is like 25% now.
Maybe talent's 25, but I feel like product is 50.
Engagement is, yeah.
Man, no, we can disagree on this. I'm saying product is 50%. Oh, yeah. So talent is like even less, because talent is like everyone has talent. Product, I mean, like your thing being good is 50% of the battle. The timing of it, its engagement, like you see how, like, we can get into this too. Like, think about it. Like, why are we shifting towards Twitch? Twitch is unedited. Twitch is like not grand. We used to watch movies in like the 1800, whatever time it was. We used to sit there and watch theaters. And now we're watching Twitch, which is some dude standing there. Why? I think the reason for
it's entertaining.
It's because the second half of content being good now is engaging. You want to watch a Twitch stream, not because it's just a guy sitting there, but because he might say your name, because you don't know what's going to happen next, because he might shout you out, because you're in the chat, right? So it's engaging. If someone makes a video to you that says, "Hey, happy birthday, Cody, I admire your whatever," and goes very into depth about you, right? And it's filmed on some like 144p iPhone camera, like trash quality, right? You'd still watch it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because it's about you, right? You're engaging with your fans. So engagement, I think, is a huge thing that people sleep on. That's why I think Twitch is so big right now. And like all these different like direct to consumer things are really popping right now, even though they're not perfect, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeesh, that was a lot.
Yeah, no, I just yeah, consistent.
No, but that's okay. That's okay. I think that's great. And on top of that, you gotta have something that the fans will want. On top of that, like you gotta be somewhat unique in what you do to make it on Twitch. That's why it's way harder to make it on Twitch than to make it on like YouTube or TikTok.
Yeah, I feel like to a degree though, you gotta have you gotta have some unique. But like I think it's not too hard for people to be unique in terms of, my personal belief is everyone is unique. People are just not themselves enough. So it's like,
yeah, people mostly like sheeps.
Yeah, well, people, and like I think the more you do, that's another important part about consistency. Now that we're on the topic of that, is not just about like putting out content to blow up. It's like consistency will help you find yourself, I think, as a creator. Like you'll try this thing, it doesn't work. Try that. If you don't try enough, then it's like, okay, I still don't know who I am. And I think the more you try, the more you figure out, okay, I feel good with this. I don't feel good with this. This works. This works in terms of views and growth. This doesn't. Now I want to, what is my framework that I'm creating? Like, what is my schedule? What is my routine that I'm comfortable with and does growth? Like whatever works for you, you figure out your own lane. I think the more you walk, right? You can't figure out your own path if you don't walk. And I feel like putting content out, not only just for it doing good, but just is like walking, and like it's helping you find your path and moving you forward at the same time.
Yeah, and plus you have to build your catalog for people to take you seriously too.
And like think about it this way. Like your stuff doesn't have to be perfect for people to find value in it. Because nothing is perfect and people find value in things. Cody, I'm literally one post. Cody and I we have 3 unreleased songs. We've done so much music together. We talk pretty much every single week, if not every single day now. And I literally wouldn't have met him if he didn't post once. He posted one post and I was scrolling through hashtags and that's how I found him. I would have never known of this man, most probably. Or like not been friends with him because of one post. He decided to be consistent and post once. One post he made is the reason we're friends. And same with my friend Indigo the Dreamer. I posted once from what remix I did 3 years ago now, and he DM'd me after seeing the post. 2 of my closest friends are because of one post.
Facts. It's amazing how the internet is.
So like you never know. Amazing. You really never know. And I bet Cody wasn't looking at that post like, yeah, this is the one. I'm gonna become a star. He was just posting.
Nah.
It was a Tetris meme, or the song that you have sampling Tetris. And it was like some meme that was like 144 resolution or something, but it was really cool and the song was cool. Something like that.
Oh, wait.
The Game Boy one.
No. Was it that?
I think it was.
I bet you.
Beyonce's Nose, that one, I think.
Was it?
I think it was.
Was it that? I thought it was the remix that I did for
No, because I saw it and then I scrolled through your profile and then I saw others.
Oh.
But I think the main one was some
the
meme.
GameCube beat.
The GameCube
Beyonce
beat.
knows.
Yeah, no, the GameCube beat I think legit was the one that made me legit, like if you that one post he made. Now we've made so much music together. We're going to make so much music in the future. We've helped each other as human beings and artists so much because of one post. So if he was too in his head, like, oh, this is not good enough, we would not have met.
Facts. And damn, you just opened up the can of worms. Please don't forget, Cody. Don't forget. Oh, that's what I meant to say. Don't judge people. Don't judge people at all. Like, if you're trying to meet people new, don't judge at all, bro. Like, give people a fair shake and a fair shot. I guarantee you won't regret it. Trust me. I was treated wrong so many times. That's a code that I learned to live by, because people judge me, not even knowing me. They just know me from the streets or from school or something, and they just call me laying weird and all this, and the third. But when certain people like actually were genuinely curious to hang out with me to see how I am, they end up liking me. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't ever judge someone by anything. Just give them a fair shake. If you feel like that person is interesting to talk to, or interesting to see like what he's up to, like as a, oh, he raps, let me get to know him more. You never know what you might learn from the other person.
I think same with your content.
Somebody the fair shot.
Don't judge your content. It's the same exact thing. You never know where it'll get you.
You never know. You never know.
There's not requirements. There's not like a method to life. There's not a method to what works. But if you consistently like give it a shot, I think that's a pretty good method.
Yeah. To piggyback what you were saying, one of the main reasons that I want to edit is because I found this video on YouTube, and I was like just sad or whatever. I was just sitting in a dark room and just sad watching YouTube videos. But I found this one video. It's called Fortnite on Drugs. Your brain on Fortnite. Something like that, by a YouTuber named Albino. And his edits were just so funny and creative. Like, he just added memes to the videos and everything. It was my first time ever seeing something like that. And it just made me laugh. Like, I was so mad and sad and just out of it. But me watching that video, it just made me bust out of tears laughing. Like, snot was coming out my nose and everything. And that's what encouraged me to become an editor, because I want that feeling for somebody else. I want somebody else to have that same feeling that I had watching that Albino video. So give something a try. Do not knock it until you try it, because unless it's drugs, fuck drugs. But don't knock it till you try it, because you never know if it. You never know what you might be fascinated by it by just watching it or doing it or trying it for yourself, as in like cooking or reading a book or something.
Yeah, I think that's an amazing point. I think people don't try enough and people judge too much, and it's like, I mean, I think I understand. Maybe it's like a survival thing we used to have, like to judge things so much, but like now, like a majority of things, they're not going to kill you. So like you might need to tone down that survival instinct a little bit. Like trying cooking cook, like making a post won't kill you. Like, don't post your address, but like making a post about your stuff you want to make won't kill you. Like, I think we got to let go of a lot of judgment because we're not cavemen anymore.
Facts. But I think it would never, it won't ever be this way, because a lot of people, they feel like they already failed in life. So they rather boo the person while they on the sidelines, while the person that they booing is on the court making the buckets and making the money and stuff like that. Because I don't know, that's how they feel better.
But your life is never too late to start. It legit is never too late to start. So
it's never too late.
But you want to start. You want to start when you want to start. Like, don't take your time with it. I'm just saying, don't like wait until it's convenient. There's not enough time to wait until it's convenient, but there's plenty of time, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect time at all. There's no such thing as a perfect time. So get that idea out of your head, because I remember times when I thought, oh, I gotta wait until things are perfect. I gotta wait until things are perfect. No, there's no such thing as a perfect timing. whenever you feel like you need to do something, just do that shit. Don't wait until the last minute, or don't wait until something is quote unquote perfect for your standards. Because that's a perfect reason how you will be left in the dust by the other people that's making content or making music or anything like that. That is, yeah, that's a major step to failure.
Being perfect will just get you stuck because you won't be in momentum. You won't be consistent because you want to make the best thing, right? But it's like legit. If you imagine becoming trying to lift one weight is not going to make you as strong as like lifting consistently smaller weights every single day. You know, that's going to make you more like, look at who you'll be, a jacked man or jacked individual at the end of the day if you lift weights consistently. But if you lift one big weight, you're still going to look the same. You know,
still gonna be a scrawny little.
And then
bitch.
you won't. I mean, that's me, so I can't really hate. But
no,
but if you lift, like if you are too afraid to lift weights because you want every stride to be perfect, you're not, or you would just want to lift the best weight that'll get you the most shape. You're gonna be too stuck to lift weights consistently. And I think that's a really important thing. If you're want to post the content that'll make you blow up, you're gonna be too afraid to keep momentum. And I feel like it's going to stop you from reaching your potential. And it's just painful. It's painful to like constantly second guess if your stuff's good enough or perfect. That's why I chose to be consistent, because it was easier. It's easier than just second guessing myself every day. I was like, I'd rather just post, and I'd rather not be not be the decider of if something's good than if it is. Like I have
you're not always gonna make fingers,
but like honestly, the standards are getting in a way lower and lower as I create music, because I'm becoming more open-minded to different styles and different things. And I think that's actually a good thing. Like you have to keep improving, and you have to like learn from your situations, but the way you learn doesn't have to be a certain way. Like you could be coming up with new discoveries. So, but I think regardless, to wrap this up, regardless of like what you learn, you might not learn the thing Cody or I learned, but the point is to try. So at least, even if you don't like agree with what we're saying, and you get results that contradict the advice we're giving, then you have a new perspective that people who are pursuing the craft might want to hear. And you can provide something to the game. You still bring value, even if it's not in the way you expect. And you still, I think, find yourself and learn more about yourself at the end of the day while creating content, no matter what journey or path it ends up being.
That's perfectly correct. And the last thing I want to add onto this conversation is, please go at your own pace. You're not always going to make a banger. You're not going to always make a banger video. Just go at your own pace. You will find the person and the entertainer that you want to be within time. I promise you that. Don't wait and try to make everything perfect, because nothing in this world is perfect. Nothing. It's all opinions. Like, but just keep on going. Keep a great circle around you. And if you don't have friends, try to make friends. It's so many ways you can make friends. Like I said, through Facebook groups. If you play video games, they even have a meet friends and meet groups, things that you can play with, like a bunch of randoms. Like, it's possible for you to make friends nowadays. It wasn't that much possible back in the 70s and the 80s. Nah, this 2022, baby. You feel me? Just find groups, man. I promise you, go to Facebook groups and Reddit groups, and even on the Xbox and PlayStation, they have party groups that you can join people games and talk with them and chat with them. And I made a bunch of good friends doing that. Go to an art show. If you do art, you'll find artists or inspiring artists that do the same thing that you do. And you never know. You might can collaborate with them and y'all can make a freaking masterpiece. But it all starts with you. It all starts with you want to do in this life. Just keep a positive mind, bro. And keep a strong circle around you. And remember, everything is not perfect. Drop at your own pace.
Wise words from Cody Wasabi. Drop at your own pace, but remember that it all starts with you. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button on it. And if you really enjoyed it, click the subscribe button so you can see more content just like this. In fact, we actually talked about how to create a good idea in the last podcast episode. So make sure to check that out if you are interested in this type of content. Thank you so much, and I hope to see y'all again in another video. Take care.